What's up, everybody? I'm David Hain. Welcome to episode 150 of the A to D From Addict to Disciple podcast. I want to thank everybody who's been a faithful listener. Can you believe it? 150 straight weeks of episodes. And I thank you for your loyalty. I thank you for your likes and your subscribing and sharing with your friends. So, yeah, just thanks for all of your support during these times. And if you'd like to get our curriculum, you can get the paperback or ebook of From Ashes to Destiny on Amazon. When we come back, we'll get into this episode entitled, It Only Takes One. Welcome back to episode 150 of the From A to D, From Addict to Disciple podcast entitled, It Only Takes One. In today's episode, we're going to talk about finding that one person who's always there, who loves us, who believes in us, those sorts of things. And I'm really speaking to a common theme for guys in recovery or still caught in addiction. How we feel abandoned or rejected, misunderstood by everyone, betrayed, unwanted, otherwise known as we just feel flat out unloved. And when we feel unloved, the problems really begin to snowball when we focus on a love we lost and feel that that's the need we have. We need to recover that one love, and we ignore everybody else around us, and we're only going to be okay if we can just get that one lost love back. Or problems set in when we focus on what we don't have to the point that it's blind and it blinds us to see all the things that we really do have. Or some of us get caught up where our focus is on being loved by more than one person or by everybody. We need everybody to love us in order to feel okay and feel loved. Some of us fail to forget that we are loved by God, and we lose focus on our faith or our higher power. Some of us fail to recognize this new family that's around us that truly loves us and knows us and accepts us just who we are, our new friends and family. Some of us forget that we don't get to choose who loves us back, and you know what? In life, we never really do get to choose who loves us back. So we need to count our blessings on the ones that do show love to us. And sometimes we get caught up because we focus on our safety from being hurt again to the point that we don't recognize how much we've isolated. And it's sort of like we've gotten into a car and locked it from the inside, so that no one can touch us, no one can get into our world, into our mind, into our domain. And I see this one a lot when I'm working with guys in recovery. Just as we're getting close to a breakthrough, they run back into that car and lock the doors. But the good news is, it only takes one to know that we are loved. You got that? We only need to be loved by one person to know that we are loved. So we need to figure out how to take off the blinders that are keeping us focused on all of the negative things. For horses in a race, the blinders keep the horse from being distracted by the crowd or other horses around it. But too often, when we put on blinders in recovery, we isolate, we keep our thoughts to ourselves, and we fail to see the people around us who genuinely care, who are truly a support, who have our back and our best interest at heart. To sort of look at different ways that we have these blinders on, I'm going to go through the whole song of Don't Know Much, which was a blockbuster hit by Aaron Neville and Linda Ronstadt. The first verse says, "Look at this face. I know the years are showing. Look at this life. I still don't know where it's going." Are you feeling sorry for yourself? Do you look in the mirror and just see that you're getting older? Or you have another birthday and you're still in prison, in a homeless shelter, in addiction, so you feel like a loser, a failure, and that you'll never get it right? Well, if that's you, it's time to take off the blinders of self-pity that keep you from seeing hope. The second verse of the Don't Know Much song says, look at these eyes. They've never seen what mattered. Look at these dreams, so beaten and so battered. Do you realize that no one in addiction has eyes that really see what matters? We're so caught up in self-centered instant gratification that we don't even see the reality of how we are hurting ourselves or our loved ones. And it's time to take off the blinders of your current situation and begin to see what really matters in life so that we can dream again instead of looking at dreams that we feel are beaten and battered. The bridge of the song says, so many questions still left unanswered, so much I've never broken through. Here's a key. Write down the questions that you still have unanswered, the hindrances that you've never broken through. Dig into your past and then take off the blinders that keep you focused on past failures, and that you can come up with answers to the things that have been unanswered, and you can remove those roadblocks and hindrances. The rest of the bridge says, and when I feel you near me, sometimes I see so clearly, the only truth I've ever known is me and you. Do you have a friend, a coach, a sponsor, a mentor who always helps you see clearly without even trying? Hello, that is the one who loves you, and you only need one to know you're loved. So take off the blinders and embrace the one who helps you see clearly. The third verse of this song and the last verse says, look at this man, so blessed with inspiration. Look at this soul, still searching for salvation. Can you see it? Is it time for you to begin to see the blessing you have from the one person who inspires you? They don't need to be the one with all the answers, the one who fixes you and your problems. Simply being around them, you get inspired, you get hope, you get courage, you smile, whatever it is. These are the people that keep you focused on the desires of your soul, searching for salvation, healing, and wholeness, for peace, safety, and contentment, choosing life every day, that you don't get tempted to slip back into the death of your addiction. So it's time to take off the blinders and talk to that person today, the one who inspires you, and say, I just want to let you know that I'm good, but I'm better with you in my life. Or maybe you can say, I can't really say that I'm ecstatically happy today, but I can say that I'm hardly ever sad anymore because of the inspiration you give me. You guys have this today. Is it time for you to take off the blinders? Is it time for you to realize it only takes one to know that I'm loved, and then to see that one who's right next to you? Thanks for listening to this episode of the A to D From Addict to Disciple podcast. If you would like to join an online group or get one-on-one counseling to help you take off your blinders and see the one who loves you, please message me in the link in this podcast or by email at davidfromatod@gmail.com, or go to my website, www.fromatod.org, and click on the contact page. You can keep in touch with what we're doing in From A to D by following me on Instagram @DavidFromAtod. For our Spotify listeners, You can leave your comments by clicking on the link they provide in that platform. Tune in Monday for our next episode, and as always, stay safe and stay strong.